Well, I'm off to a hike on some state land that I haven't been on in a while. It's cold out, but the sun is shining and she looks to be beautiful. Looks is deceiving. It's going to be bitter cold, but not too much wind here, so I'm not expecting nothing too bad. So yeah, right along. We'll see how we make out. Got a little bit of highway driving. I'm on M95 heading north. And I just checked my temperature and it's 5 degrees Fahrenheit and it's 12:30. So getting close to the high for the day. Still not seeing much wind. You can see a lot of salt on the road. Makes a mess of the vehicle. Anyway, heading for the woods. See, some of these county roads aren't plowed very well. So if you meet someone, you gotta really be ready to take to the ditch. So I only got another 4 miles to go and I'll hit the, well, it's not a trail, but it's where I'm going to start into the state forest. So on we go. 4 above. Dropped a degree. Good boiler for heat at my old house. There's my trees I planted, my evergreens. Planted them when they were 2 feet tall. Look at them now. Proud of you guys. Yep, the old homestead. There we go. Pointed west, 3 degrees Fahrenheit. And we're headed out into this state forest. Don't know how much filming I'll be able to do, but see, the road is a mess. Alright, off we go. Okay, I can see there's been, not since the last snow, but there's been vehicles in and out, so the state may be in here doing some cutting back further, but you can see they've been managing this forest since the 60s, and you can see the beautiful tall straight basswoods and maples, and it's just a hello got the old walking stick. You can see the deer crisscrossing in here, and I put a black bear. The mother ran off and 2 cubs went up a tree. Might have been that tree right there years ago. And so I've been hiking in here since I was 12. Still can get lost. But you can see this is yellow birch and it's dead. But the deer have been in here pawing. Just crossing through. This is quiet. Hardly no wind. And this is what I came for. It's cold enough today that, few venture out like this. And most everyone is home watching football. It's Sunday. And I'd much rather do this. So, anyway, I moseyed off. I don't know if I'll make it down to the backwater, but the Michigami backwater is down here. I don't think I'll make her that far, but we'll get a good hike in. And if I see something worthy before I freeze like a popsicle, I'll I'll put it on video. Never know what you run into back here. But could see a porcupine up on a day like today, sunning and feeding in the maple tops or down in the hemlocks. So on we go, down that way. Snow's the texture of vanilla soft serve ice cream. And I'm still heading down. I'm not down near the swamp yet, but getting there. And it's one of those all-terrain vehicles that was in here before. Not a sound. Not a raven, crow, nuthatch, not a sound. Except for my jibber jabber. I cut cross country down to get closer to the swamp. And that ATV came around and come down this way too, but boy, oh boy, it's quiet and nice. Look at that. There's the swamp and backwater. The Lower Michigami is off to that direction, which is my northwest. And some hemlocks, my favorite tree. And I'm headed off down this way. Oh, it scares me when I see these blue slashes and marks on trees. I hope they don't mean they're going to cut that beauty. These hemlock trees, they support a lot of life. And, you know, Department of Natural Resources in their wisdom, well, I don't know. They're not always so wise. That's the problem with some of these ATVs, you know, the state had a big mound in the road back there. Keep people out, and they just drive around, you know, put up another mound, they drive around that mound. But for me, it's made my walking just a little better. Look at this. Sound of silence. I think about this place, you know, you take hikes and you know this is all here. And last few years I haven't been able. And I'm barely able now. But this will be good. Get this down on film, you know. I know where that goes. There's like an old beaver dam, a little creek. It's growing up quite a bit since I've been down here. I hunted down here back in the 70s, and one year I was early morning, dark, hiking down here, and you could hear something. Very odd sound, very strange, you know. You'd stop and just figure out what the heck it was, you know. It was like prehistoric. And the closer I got to the backwater, I finally realized it was ice. Ice forming on the backwater the end of November. She was groaning. Okay, that's pretty fresh. Pretty fresh. I might have kicked them up. See the deer already heading down paths and their usual trails. Yeah, it's been cut again sometime since I was here, and you could see aspen coming up thick. A lot of feed for grouse. And yeah, look at that. They're already 20, 25 feet high. Okay, I'm gonna mosey on up that way. I got a battery light flashing, which means it's cold. Shut her down. That used to be a thick spruce balsam swamp. I cut all the spruce and balsam out, except for the fringe. Now it's coming up in aspen. Good grief. And then up here in the woods I can see a guy's deer blind, permanent type. That's on state land. You're not supposed to do that. I haven't seen no coyote tracks. I did hear a raven finally. I haven't seen no sign of porcupines. Yeah, that was solid. You looked that direction. That was all big, tall spruce balsam. Thick. Yeah. On it goes. Got a few lazy clouds coming in. And I imagine that 3 degrees is as high as it's gonna get. Probably start dropping pretty quick. I'm about a little over an hour from the car. Yeah, I can see a blind up there in the woods. A lot of raspberry brush here. Once they cut the spruce and balsam out, that raspberry brush come up thick. Oh man, look at there. I mean, you can see that far ridge is off toward P. Good grief. Yeah, battery light's blinking again. And you can see that blind up there in the woods. Oh well. You can see how browsed off that hemlock is. And that's from porcupines. And I've been looking for them. You can tell by they've dropped tender leaves down, or branches down, and then the white-tailed deer move in. And so where the deer are headed, that's typically where the active porky tree is. You can see that hemlock there is in good shape, hasn't been touched in a long time. Owls like to hang out in the hemlocks too. Haven't seen nothing. I did hear a raven though, finally. I'm headed off over to the base of that ridge there. There's a little creek that comes out, and there's a little valley there. And that's as far east as I'm going. I'm going to go up around the backside and then cut cross country back out to where the car is. And it's been good. You know, it's cold. I had to take the glasses off. They get too dark. I really can't see good. So, there's a little breeze come up. Heard a jet go over a while ago, but boy, it's still here today. Well worth coming out. And it's cold, but I'm walking. No wind, really. It's nice. Good to be out. Good to be out. So, I'll meander over there by that little creek. It's probably all froze tight. Battery's flashing again. I gotta get her back in my vest pocket and warm her up. But I'm headed off that way. Just heard a chickadee. Hemlocks, you know. A lot of life. There's the little creek. She's probably flowing a little bit underneath there, but she's froze tight. I see something quite interesting over there in that yellow birch. Yeah, chickadees. Seen red squirrel tracks. See if I can get across here without getting myself. Oh, golly, there is a little open water there. Oh yeah. If I follow my backside, I hope everyone gets a good laugh. God. just a little spring coming down through here. But this is what I'm looking at over here. I'm not sure, because this is a yellow birch, not a white birch. But I imagine someone knows that might be chaga. And there's more there. Big old yellow birch. Ah, deer beds. My son had a blind right there. Yeah, here's the deer beds. Tucked in, facing all different directions. Pawing down. Squirrel been in digging. No sign of the blind, Oz. No sign of the blind. Leave no trace. Alright, battery's flashing. I'm going to go as far as the little creek over there, and then I'm going to turn around, and I'm going to go across and back up into the hardwoods, and put the corner of my right eye into the sun. Yep, south, southwest. Seen a few hemlock branches on the ground, and there he is, porcupine. Been a long time since I've seen one. Used to be able to take this walk down here and you could see 8 or 10 porcupines. Easy. He's just sitting there. Putting some sun on him. Nice to see him. But he's a raven. You don't think I'm gonna make it, see, he figures I'm carrying. Yeah, he's circling. Oh man. I'm too tough, buddy. I'm too tough. I'm like a little piece of gristle. Yeah, just sinew and bone. I talked him out of it. Off he goes. Oh yeah, a little madness in the woods. Got a deer bed. Didn't see no deer, but this isn't a golf course, you know. These deer are, you know, they hear a sound and they're way more alert. Where the golf course deer, they're, you know, used to golfing. Well, I'm leaving the swamp edge. Headwaters that little tiny creek. And my beloved hemlocks headed off into the sun in the cut over hardwoods. Into the sun there, just to a quarter of a mile, maybe a half. I'll hit that state road and be back out to the car. It's been good walk. Got a little frost in the mustache maybe, but no frostbite, not even close. Wouldn't want to spend the night out here though, I'll tell you that. Chickadee. Walk through that open hardwoods, you don't hear nothing. As soon as you get into hemlocks close to the swamp, the cedars, spruce, balsam, everything comes alive there. All right, it's been a good workout. So, I'm headed off that away. Batteries blinking again. Oh man, cold stuff on batteries. Back in the pocket, camera. Well, there's the car. I'd almost crawl there from here if I had to. Oh, it's been a good hike. Glad I came. A lot of fresh air. I don't think any of the football teams missed me. Yeah, it's a nice loop. I was glad I cut back cross country and didn't backtrack the whole way. So, yeah, it was nice to see the porcupine, hear the ravens and chickadees, nuthatches. Just be out amongst the trees. And the quiet. Battery lights flashing again. Don't last long in the cold. I'll have to see when I start the car what the temperature is. Whew, mama. Yeah, it's been a good hike. Alright, this is me almost to the car, looking into that nice warm sun. I think the solstice is on Wednesday. And then we start getting a little more sunlight. We'll take it. All right. I survived. There's the Lower Michigamme Dam and Michigamme River flowing down and in the sunshine. Off in that direction, the Brule River comes in, and at the confluence of the two forms the Menominee River. From there she flows right down into Lake Michigan. And so, this concludes my day, my big outing for the end of 2016. Wow, went by quick. This is just down from where I was walking. And turned around down here. This is plowed, but as you'll see, it's not plowed going up. See the salt on the car. And there you go. Someplace special. A little chilly in the outhouse today. A little nippy. Did enough of that as a kid growing up. And you can see that's where we are. And then there's the Brule and Michigamme, and where we were hiking was up in here, up in this area up here. That'd have been. Well, I changed batteries. The other one finally died. So you're gonna see the end of the plowing and what it looks like going up out of here. See if I make her or go in the ditch. Get it all on camera, all on camera. I got all-wheel drive and good tires. My son just put a new battery in for me, 500 cold cranking amps, yesterday. So we're giving her a good charge today. And there's very little to none traffic here. This is plowed. This might be the guy that plows for the dam right here. You know, because I don't know why that little bit's plowed. That's it. And so this is what it looks like the rest of the way. You can see by the reflection shadow there. The sun's behind me. And I'm heading northeast. Alright, better slow down here before I hit a rut and get flipped off into the ditch. Never leave home without your shovel. Alright, I think this is it. Unless I see something really exciting, I'm done. Take care, everyone. Thanks for joining me. And if I don't put up nothing between now and then, have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I wish everyone best of health, fun, happiness, and joy. Take care.